Good morning, everyone. This is Brad Matheny. Today is the 10th of April. And, this morning I posted a video. It's all on my YouTube and my TradingView channel about how we were moving into a flat down pattern today. And we were looking for a fairly broad correction into that big trading day. Let me show you over here how we're looking for a fairly broad breakdown into this channel. You can see we had this huge volatility over the last couple of days. Move to bring to front. And we're really rolling just beautifully down. The last 2, 3 months, everything has been playing out perfectly for my analysis. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been following it, but I urge you to start following my analysis and to start paying attention to what I'm doing. Every day I post up these plan your trade videos. You can see them here. These are all the videos I do. I do literally, at least 30 to 80 videos a week telling you what's going to happen every morning. I post it before the market. And like I said, some of these comments are just outstanding. I haven't seen a trader better than you. You just an expert. Best thing I did in 2025 is following you. I really need to learn from you. If you were so courses, keep it up. Thanks for the update and analysis. I'm wondering if you have any thoughts built into the prediction what will happen if China comes around. Great video. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. This guy Dixon Butts. He's always just posting some garbage out there, and that's you get him. If you post anything publicly, you always get someone coming out there saying you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. I let my research speak for itself. I mean, I really do. Give you an example. Look at these patterns. Look at these patterns here. Okay. So we had a pop on Monday. Wow. Okay. A pop in counter trend mode. We're in a downward trend. That should have presented an upward move. We come back over here, and here's Monday. Come over here. There's our pop. That's our pop pattern right here. Spread this out. There's our pop pattern. Does that look like a pop to you? Looks like a pop to me. Absolutely perfect. So there's our pop right there, that white bar. Now, next pattern, come back over here, was a bottom rally start in counter trend. A bottom rally start in counter trend, meaning we're in a bearish trend, should be the invert of a bottom rally start, a top sell-off start. Okay, so here, top sell-off start, boom, big sell-off. And again, how much was this move? So look at this move. From here to here is 7 percentage points, 34 points in the S&P. Big moves, right? So here, I'm calling again for a topping pattern. We get a breakdown. 5% breakdown, 26 points in the SPY. Wow. Well, how did I know? These patterns are simply incredible. They don't work all the time, but they're just incredible. Okay, so now we're looking for a top resistance. A top resistance is essentially a rally into a topping pattern, trying to find some sort of a major resistance area. And of course, I had no idea what Trump was going to do with the tariffs, but look, a top resistance pattern up 11.5%, 11%. Wow. How did I know? What did I tell people this day? I told them that we're going to be looking at a rally, possibly up into the 515, 520 area, maybe a bit higher, thinking that we were going to get a move back up into this resistance channel, this 525, 526 area, and roll over. Didn't happen. Trump came out with the news that he was pausing tariffs for 90 days, and the market just ripped right back up here to the 550 highs. And now we had a flat down pattern today. I don't know, flat down, which means that we're going to be somewhere within the previous day's range. Right back over here, we're in a fairly big flat down pattern. We could continue to move downward, just like I predicted this morning. We could mitigate this downward trend here this afternoon, but generally today should be a flat down bar, and it's perfect. Like I said, I've got people that are calling me saying, how in the world do you do this? I do it by using my tools, using my research, and using my skills. How do I get these patterns? These patterns are based on Fibonacci, Gann, and what I call Tesla, energy cycles and frequency. So it's really just a measurement of energy mapped out and predicted going forward. So now we're looking next week at well, tomorrow's a breakaway in carryover trending. So depending on what the trend is here, we could be looking at a bigger breakdown, but we're looking at an up, down, up pattern next week, a base rally in trending mode, a blank bar, then a bearish exhaustion, which I believe is moving higher. Then we're looking at an inside breakaway, rally. This is in counter trend mode, the breakaway, a rally, and then a carryover, and then an inside breakaway. Big volatility coming up. Now look, my predictive modeling system, which is right here, is showing, this is weekly on the SPY, is showing that we are deeply into uncharted territory. Okay, so let me show you here. We are deeply into uncharted lows right here. It makes sense that we should be moving back up into this 580, 600 area over the next couple of weeks, trying to find some support. So understand, it does not mean all-time highs. It could be up in this area, but more than likely we're going to move up into this 580 to 600 area and try to consolidate around this move, moving potentially into a couple of deep lows back out over here before we try to move a bit higher. Okay, so again, my research, I tell you what to look out for. I give you a heads up on where the market's going to go. And what I really wanted to show you today was back over here, the TT scanners. Now, the TT scanners are proving to be just, money makers for traders. I don't have the time, to really handhold everybody and send triggers out to everybody every 10 or 15 minutes. Look at these. I mean, look at all these triggers. I don't have time to send these out to you all the time. I would be going nuts every 3 minutes, every 2 minutes. I would be going nuts. What I do is I put them into this table for you, and this is the 5-minute TT scanner swing trades. So let's look at the 15-minute TT scanner swing trades. Bunch of new triggers: XLY, new short; XLB, new short; XLU, new short; IYH, new short; ITB, new short; IHI, new short; SOXX, new short. And again, these are waiting for you. Come out here, take a look at these. These give you excellent opportunity. And what you do, it's real simple. Let's look at SOXX, 15-minute. These triggers are typically good for between 3 and 7 bars, maybe a bit longer. So you see here this 7 bar, this has already been in a trade for 7 bars. This has been in a trade for 7 bars. This has been in a trade for 8 bars. Here's one for 9 bars. Once you get up into the 8, 9, 10, 11, it's a pretty mature trend. In other words, it might be weakening, it might be changing. That's a 4, 5, 5.5, 6 hour trend up at 11 bars here. So you need to kind of pay attention. But now what we're looking for, this is a great example. Okay, we've got a new short trigger in SOXX. We're actually negative trending right here with the thrust pattern, but we're in green, which means we're getting a bit of a pullback to the upside. Okay, we are also in a -4, which is moderate trending. Most of the triggers start around -4, -5. And then we move into this +1, meaning that we're getting a little bounce in a downward trend. Okay, we've got the profit factor of 1.77. Make sure that's right. Yep. And we got the win-loss ratio of 4.14. So it's a really good hitting very well. The algo is doing very well on SOX. So now if you take a look over here, something that's not doing well, like this, IHI. This is not a great winner. It can still be a good trade setup, but historically it has not performed very well here. Same thing with XLC. Historically, it has not performed very well. Whenever you get into something that's like a 1.0 profit factor or 1.3 profit factor and a 2.41 win-loss ratio, this is winning pretty good. Okay, When you get into something like this, 85 and 2.14, this means it's solid. I mean, it's about a 1-to-1 profit factor and about 2-to-1 winners versus losers. When you get into something that's like this, that's a 1.7 to 24.14, this is telling you that basically, for every dollar you risk, you're going to get $1.77 back. And this is basically saying that, you're getting a four winners for every one loser you get. That's a pretty good ratio. So now at this point, these new triggers, you can set up and say, okay, this is a 15-minute chart. We're looking at a brand new trigger. We're going to see if this thing rolls over and moves downward. We're going to have to determine how much time we have left in the day. What you're probably going to want to do is pick something that's maybe a 2 or 3 day option, just to extend the lifetime, meaning into Friday and or Monday, Tuesday next week. But the idea here is that you're going to want to, even on a short-term basis, this is a good trigger. You're looking for some carryover of trend. This is a 15-minute basis. What you would do to confirm this, you would come back over here to the 5-minute. Come in here, look for SOX, control find, SOXX. There we go. We're short. We're 9 bars into it. Minus 35. Again, getting a little pullback just like we wanted. We're good. We have the 5-minute trigger, and we come up here to the 2-minute. And there's our 2-minute trigger. We're 24 bars into it. Already hit the targets. Still minus 33.25, and little bit of a bump to the upside here, but still minus 4. You see this minus 7 here, minus 8. These are very strong downward trends. So when you get into something like this, that's what we're hoping for here with SOX, is that it moves into a minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. But again, we're looking at this from a standpoint of really great opportunity on a short-term basis, 2-minute, really great opportunity on a 5-minute basis. Again, so we have the, again, same opportunity. We've already hit the targets. We're 9 bars into it. So we're already quite mature. We've already had, look at this, 2.39%. On an options trade, you guys need to understand, that's like 140%, maybe 150% on a short-term option, just catching this one trade. And look at all these trades. Look at all these numbers, 1.94, 1.6, 1.46, 3.9. I don't want to say it the wrong way, guys, but look at this. Really, take a look at this. I mean, when it's wrong, it'll get you out fairly quick. 3.36 on IBB, 1.69% on REIT, 1.74 on ITA, 1.94 on IYH. This is just a little money machine sitting over here for you guys. All you got to do is get over here, start learning my tools, start using my research, and like I said, you have the TTScanner algos, you have the Fibonacci algos, and then you have the options level algos. These are for the SPY spider sectors right now. My server's been under extreme loads with all this crazy volume. This is the server working. It's probably already under extreme loads already. Not bad. Holding up okay. But these are the servers running, giving you all the data. And like I said, I'm just inviting you to come over here to mint.com, check it out. Okay, it's very inexpensive. I'm getting great comments from people. Check me out. Check out what I do. Consider maybe getting into the expert growth system. I offer a 60-day trial for $74.99 and a 6-month trial for $169.99. Long and short of it, guys, is, I'm not going to force you to come in here or try to force you to come in here and do anything. But if you're trading and you're struggling and you're not having any real success, take a look at this. Again, take a look at this. 5-minute algos. Look at these numbers. Just pay attention right here to this profit factor, profit percent. These are active trades on a 5-minute basis, running my algos. Look at these numbers. Any one of these, any 2 or 3 symbols, particularly if you're getting a profit factor of 2 or 3, when you get into these types of numbers, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, look at these. Any one of these will be just flat out money makers for you. Whenever you get in a win-loss ratio of 2 or 3, 1.81 is still good, but 3 is better. You could just basically trade any of these and follow the signals, and they're generally big money makers for you. I mean, I got a message from a guy just the other day. Let me show you. Right back, where is it? Here and here, just today. One of my regular guys, oops, I don't want to load it through that thing. And you know who you are, Katie. But look at this. Yep, look at that. From 4/2 to 4/10, basically 7 days, and not counting the holidays. 2,274% return on investment in his account. Now, granted, he's a skilled trader. He knows what he's doing. He's out on my Discord. He shares his information with everybody. He's a wonderful guy. He's been trading for about, I think about 15, 16 years now. But again, this is a guy that in and out, maybe 20, 30 times a day. And look at this number. Imagine if you could just do 10% of that. If you could do 230% every 7 days, 8 days, and just slow and steady. That's what this is going to give you right here. I'm not trying to promise you anything. I'm not going to hand you trades. I'm not going to handhold you. I'm going to teach you skills to become a better trader and give you access to these tools so you can do what you want to do. Live your life, plan your trading, and take a break from trading, whatever you want. Understand that if you have the right skills, you could make 2, 3, 500% a month on your trading. You can go trade 5, 10 times, 20 times a month, and then take the rest of the time off and just go enjoy. Because if you can make 3, 4, 500% a month, you don't need, with my tools, which are only literally like $55 a month to sign up, the long and short of it, what more do you need? You know, $55 a month gives you a chance to double, triple, quadruple, or quintuple your account every month. All you got to do is put the effort in to learn and grow. That's it. All right, guys, again, wanted to show you how these TT scanners are working. Remember, come back over here to mint.com, right here, mint.com, check it out, learn about what I do, and learn why I'm changing people's lives. Okay, my calls in gold have been tremendous. People are just really skyrocketing through gold. Look at this move here in gold. Okay, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'll give you a little hint that gold is going to be up into this 4,700, 4,500 level within basically 45 days. So you're looking again at a very simple trade, 50, 60% rally. Anything above 4,200, start booking it. This is going to be a tremendous move in metals. So pay attention. Okay, guys, talk to you later. Thanks a lot.